We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He's taken down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Cleveland Browns. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the...
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
First and goal at the 2.
From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
By Von Bell.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Joe Mixon.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Flush to his right. He may try and run for... And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
34-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. That one good for 21 yards. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They toss it left side to Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a 0 first quarter lead.
The score, Browns 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Good job.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now Burrow.
At the 20,
Saluting the pressure right. He'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green, because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
From midfield now, Burrow. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Pass. Complete.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
10.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. Third down here.
Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown,
Joe Burrow. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and his guys are at the 39-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there.
Joe Mixon.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up
Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off. Right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down.
at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Jarvis Landry.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now here's Ross. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Bengals.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throw. Nixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
His kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Able to power through. He's got daylight. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Complete to
A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The point is good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
21 apiece. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
First and 10.
That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Bengals. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. So special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd and 11. Mayfield now from the 50. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through.
That will tie the game, 28 all.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just...
There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Score, Bengals 35, Browns 28. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Oh, a second dosage. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
The tackle made.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And again, it's Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That's good.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. A toss play to Chubb. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. This time Burrow will look to throw. That's caught by his tight end Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Burrow on play action. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
John Ross. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 42. Browns 28.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna go out.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That was big Geno Atkins who got upfield to make the play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
24's the money. Hey. 24's the money. Hurry. Bring it. Check up. Alert. Done.
To throw, Mayfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Results in a...
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Fires this one down. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 64 yards. And the Browns are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. On second down now, Nixon, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
On the carry.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
Bengals.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Play action. It's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep fighting.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Browns 35. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
42-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
And this is
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A throw over the middle taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
24 is the mic. Here we go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He's going to keep it again. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown, Joe Burrow. His first NFL reception goes for 6. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind.